Hey everybody, it is Tuesday, and it's Tuesday, and driving home from work. So today was uneventful at work, like always, except that a customer shipped something back that I asked them not to ship back. I just wanted them to take it and recycle it. It was a battery backup system. It was a really big one too. And we got it in the mail today, so I'm sure that cost them a good amount of money, but we told them we didn't want it back. So it is what it is. What else is going on? Oh yeah, I just happen to have the rental agreement for the condo that we're going to rent in Galveston. So our trip's definitely on. We're going to Galveston. We have to sign this thing tonight, read over it and sign it, and then we have to have a regular check for the full amount and then the deposit check in the mail, and he just sends us back the deposit check if everything's fine. So I think we're going the 8th. We're going to be there on the 8th, and then we're coming back on the 12th. So I'm going to miss 3 days of work, but we're going to be down there when it's, hopefully nice and not rainy, and even though we could use the rain, I'd really rather not. I still don't know what we're going to do when we're down there. I'm probably not going to plan anything. I just kind of want this to just kind of evolve into something. I know I want to go fishing at some point in time, so I need to figure out where I can go to catch some fish or crab or whatever I can catch. I know that I can go over to the Bolivar Peninsula side and go crabbing, I think, but I want to see what I can do on the island itself and get the license and be able to get up early, because I know nobody that I'm going with is going to get up early. I'll be the early bird every day. Genius is trying to pull out in front of me. So I want to get up early, at least a couple of days, and get out there and go fishing. I wish I had a metal detector. I'd get out on the beach instead. I'd go really early, right when the sun started to come up, and scan the beach. I'd do some digging. I think that'd be so much fun. But it's definitely going to happen. I got a good deal. I talked to this guy and ended up getting a really good deal for the rent. It's really expensive down there, and I just don't understand it. I had a deal lined up with somebody else, and I started adding it up, and the guy wanted more than what the going rate was. When I emailed him back, I was like, dude, I said, everybody else in your condos, this is what they charge. This is the average price. And yeah, you're matching that average price, but you're not including what they call the hot taxes, which is the hotel occupancy tax. So if they don't include the hot in there, then that's 15% on top of whatever they're charging you. And I was like, he goes, well, I just bought the thing, and I'm just trying to be fair to renters and to me. And I'm like, never mind, I found somebody that's on a higher floor in the exact same building for less money, like probably about 100 or 150 less. So that's where we're gonna go. So, and I found it short notice. I mean, we didn't really know what dates we were gonna go. We had talked about the 8th through the 12th this whole time. Then we had talked about some other dates, and I don't think we knew for 100% sure what we were going to do. But it's pretty much decided now, because I've got a lease that I have to sign and send the guys some money. So I'll probably be doing that, signing everything, getting the checks ready tonight, and then mailing it at work tomorrow. So we have our places where I work at's big enough that we have, true mail service. Like we have mailboxes around the facility, and they pick up that stamped mail and post office comes and picks it all up and takes it straight over to the sorting facility, so it doesn't have, it kind of bypasses the regular post office. So that ought to be fun, and I'll definitely be doing some filming. I'll be taking the GoPro and probably be taking the I got the marine housing for the JVCs, so I'll probably take that. I need to talk to my wife tonight because the other JVC still doesn't have a memory card in it, and Best Buy has a really good deal on one today, considering they've actually got it overpriced to begin with, and then they marked it down like $40, and it's a 32 gig, and it's about what Fry sells them for, which is like $25 for a 32 gig. It's actually right at about what I paid for the Samsung one I have, and I think that's the one I have in this one. So I may order it so that I have an extra memory card. Now I still have to talk to my boss about getting those days off, but I'd asked him before about that, if we were going to go to the coast, and he just said, let me know what days. But you never know, and as far as I know, nobody's asked for that time off, so I think I should be clear as long as we have coverage. I think I'll be all right. So it ought to be interesting going down there. It's been a while since we've been to Galveston. I guess since before the big hurricane. So I don't even know. Maybe the last time we were down there was 2007. I'm trying to think if it was the same year I had knee surgery or if it was after. And I don't really remember. I don't remember my knee bothering me. So we must have went... Did we go before or after? I can't remember. I had surgery in 2007. So I don't even remember much about the surgery or what the exact date was or anything. It's really weird. But I can pretty much tell you when I had my other surgeries, but that one was really weird. And it's the same it's the same knee I've been having problems with, and it's got a lot of fluid still built up on it. And I'm not much for the coast there in Galveston. That's not why I go. I go to Galveston because it's Galveston, and I like going over to the Strand. And I think the last time we went, we ended up getting to go on the actual sailing ship, the Alyssa, and that was something that I wanted to do forever, and I never got an opportunity to do it, and so we finally did. The only thing that I know we're gonna do, probably the first night we're there, is go eat at Casey's. That's kind of like my tradition when I'm there. Usually the first night I'm in town, or within a couple of nights of being in town, I go to Casey's, and I think the last time we went to, I want to say we went over to Crystal Beach first, but maybe we ate lunch at Casey's. I know I always eat at Casey's every time. I've eaten at Guido's once before. It's a little more expensive, and their seafood it's the same seafood, they just have an expanded menu. But Casey's is like kind of like their version of Joe's Crab Shack, I guess. And I love that place. I've always loved that place. I've been going there for, God, I can't even tell you how long it's been. I've been going there for a long time. So that's usually my thing, is to go to Casey's. So we'll do that, and we might end up going to Moody Gardens. I'm pretty sure we'll go on the Pleasure Pier. The nice thing is, the thing I hate about the Pleasure Pier is that they charge you to even go on it. But luckily they don't charge you full admission, and then you waste by not riding any rides. So I don't have to worry about that. So I think it's like $10.95 or something like that to even get on the pier, and then it's like another $16 for rides. And I think the only person that will probably ride any rides is my wife. So I don't think our niece and nephew will ride rides. I don't know. They're a lot older than the last time we even took them to like Six Flags, so I don't know if they're their taste in things like that has changed. You know, like they're more adventurous and they want to get on the roller coasters and the other rides out there. I'm not going to. I have a bad neck, and even though I'd probably be okay, there's no point in risking it. And to be perfectly honest with you, roller coasters freak me the hell out. I've ridden a couple in my lifetime, and I was pretty freaked out, and I don't want to get back on them. It's just not something that I enjoy, and so I don't push it. I don't push myself to get on them and get used to them, because it's something I just don't like. So, I definitely want to go on it, though, while we're there, and we may even stop in Kima, like maybe on the way back on that Monday, leave early, because I think we have to be out of the condo by 11. So we'll get up and go get something to eat, and then maybe go over to Kima for a little bit, and then head home, because I'll have to go to work the next day. And then Tuesday night, we'll probably go to dinner somewhere in town, or come into Austin and go to dinner. I'll probably just have them come into Austin to meet me, and then that'll be kind of like our last dinner until we get to see them again. They're flying out Wednesday, and my wife will be taking them to the airport. But you know, the last time we saw them, and we didn't get to see them. If you've been watching the vlogs for a while, I think it was May, they came down for a quick trip with their mom. And so we got to see them then, but it was only like a couple of days. It was only a few hours each day. So, and I think it had been 3 years since we had seen them. And so, you know, I figure it'll probably be, unless we fly them down again next summer, it'll probably be after our niece graduates, and I think she's going to be a junior this year, and she'll be a senior the following year. So I think once she's out of school, she'll probably come back to Texas. It just depends on her situation up there. But, you know, we may go another 2-3 years without seeing them, so that's why we're trying to do as much as we can. And that's why Saturday we're going to San Antonio. We're going to hit up, I'm going to Sam Ash, and if I have to drop everybody off somewhere else and go, that's what I do. Not every time I go to San Antonio, but the last few times I've gone to Sam Ash, and it's kind of like Guitar Center, it's just better. I talked about it a little bit yesterday, and then I think last week I talked about it, but it's something I like to go do. I only spend a little bit of time in there, and they usually have like guitar straps and stuff that I can't get anywhere else that I really like, and that's where I bought the last 2 guitar straps I bought there. And so I really like that place, and I like going in there. And so we'll probably do that, and then go down the Riverwalk, and then there is a hot dog place down there off the Riverwalk, and I kind of know the guy, and we may go there for like lunch or something. But we're going to Big Lou's for eating the pizza. For eating the pizza, because where else in the world can you get a 42-inch pizza? It's just ridiculous. What the hell is that? Trash in the road. So we're definitely going to Big Lou's. And I think Sunday, we haven't decided which river we're going to hit, but we're going to go tubing either in San Marcos or in like the New Braunfels Green area. And I think I'd rather go to Green. Their river's flowing a little better right now. But it all depends. Like Friday I'll look, and whoever's got the faster river we may go. But the one in Green, the nice thing is that they drop you way up next to the lake, and you come down the river, and there's spots where it's real speedy, and there's like drops and stuff like that. And it may be the river that I went down that we used to go. I'm pretty sure it is. It's the stretch of river that we used to go down for when we went rafting. But I think we may have gone above Canyon Lake and not below it, and this will be below it. But it's really long. They said that one of the trips is like 6 hours, so they tell you to get there pretty early. And get your spot and get over there. Now what? So, my wife's asking for a drink. Yes, I'm texting and driving in Austin. I know. Bad. I won't do it again. Actually, I get a ticket in Austin for it. So anyway, that's our plans for this weekend, it looks like. And then the weekend after that, we'll be going. And of course, we have to leave our poor doggies at home. Our roommate will watch them. I think she's on call this weekend, so she's not going to San Antonio with us. And so it actually probably would have worked better if we would have went to Galveston this week, since she was on call, but she may be gone for a really long time, and we need somebody there to be there for the dogs, just in case. And speaking of dogs, Jack got out this morning, and I wanted to beat his ass so bad. I was so mad at him, and then he nearly got ran over, and I yelled at this person for going too fast down our street. Our street, to get on it from one side, there's this huge dip where they need to cut the street down and then put in the curbs and driveways and all that, and it'll level itself out a little better. And they come screaming down that road. You know, by the time they got to our house, which is, they were only going by the house on the corner, the one next to us, and then ours, they were probably doing 30. And so they nearly ran over Jack, and I yelled at them, and they rolled down their window, and I couldn't tell who was in it, but they got an earful this morning. I was pissed. I'm like, don't drive down my street that fast. There's no reason for that. Problem is that the street that they turned off of, the speed limit is 30, because that's considered a major thoroughfare in town. The street we live on is not. It's just a regular road. It's a residential road, and it's 15 miles an hour through there. Of course, the city doesn't put signs up because they don't have the money. The joys of living in a small town, I guess. So anyway, that was my morning, and I wasn't happy. But that's how it goes sometimes. So anyway, I'm heading home. Gonna eat, upload the vlog, and then talk to my wife about the condo and get all that stuff going, and get it put in an envelope and get it addressed and get a stamp. Get ready to put it in the mail tomorrow, and then I need to email my boss tonight and make sure we're still good for those dates, and then that's it. Be ready to go. So anyway, hope everybody had a good Tuesday. Mine has been good so far, and I will see you tomorrow.